Minister of Foreign Affairs Sir Louis Straker announced a project to build a warehouse in Barrowley to process blackfish catch, so as to enhance production to meet the necessary measures to export the product to Japan. He said that his ministry has the assurance that the government of Japan will give their assistance throughout the project. Health officials in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are on high alert in the event of possible outbreak of yellow fever. The assurance came from Chief Medical Officer Dr. Simone Keyser-Beach. Dr. Keyser-Beach said every precaution will be taken to minimize transmission, particularly at the nation's ports. Mrs. Keyser-Beach said that high vigilance is as a result of recent reports from the World Health Organization, WHO, that the region is at the risk of possible yellow fever infections. Meanwhile, Minister of Health, Wellness and the Environment, Luke Brown, is advising the nation that yellow fever vaccines are available, especially for persons who will be traveling to countries affected by the disease. Trade unionists throughout the region have emphasized the need for a clear separation between politics and the management of the public service in the Caribbean region. President of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Public Service Union, Elwood Boucher, said the public service must operate on the principles as established by the International Labour Conventions. Additionally, he said there is need for greater levels of fairness within the public service. Meanwhile, first Vice President of the Barbados National Union of Public Workers, Joanne Innes, said the issue of political intervention in public service is a cause for concern at the regional level. Ms. Innes said Barbadian authorities have been putting measures in place to minimize the impact of political involvement in the management of the public service. 5 persons here have been jointly charged with the murder of Camus Jones, a 32-year-old laborer of Union Island, which occurred at Vermont last Wednesday. The accused men are Bryden Joseph, 34, Malcolm Pauline, 52, Courtney Joseph, 28, Mark Weeks, 27, and Shimmy Joseph, 25, all laborers of Vermont. Police said the men appeared at the serious offences court yesterday and were remanded in custody. A preliminary inquiry is scheduled for 1st November 2016. The Global Environment Facility Promoting Access to Clean Energy Services project at the Energy Unit of the Government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines were conducting a community consultation in the following rural areas of Bayaboo, Chateaubelair and Sandy Bay from Monday, July 25th to today, Wednesday, July 27th, 2016. The theme of the consultation was energy conservation and energy efficiency in the household. Fountain resident Stephen Pollard has turned to the media in search of redress over a water situation from his neighbor that he said is affecting his property. Pollard told Eyewitness News that the water is impeding the development of a tourism plant on the ground floor of his home. Pollard, a Barbadian married to a Vincentian, said that this problem has been affecting him for the past 10 years, but has worsened to the point where he now has to use pallets in certain areas of his yard to avoid stepping in water. When Eyewitness News contacted Mr. Farley in March, he told him that he routed the wastewater from his property to the front of his building. He said the wastewater is actually coming from another neighbor's property. An irate pal said that the Pollards have been blasting his name across the country, and if this continues, he will have to take illegal action against his neighbor. Nice radio announcer Lavon Gypsy Phillips is now hospitalized and is in need of urgent medical attention, according to 784 News. A statement released from a close source stated that a mass may have developed on her brain. Since then, Nice Radio has been appealing to the Vincentian public to give generously to such a cause. A Western Union account has been opened for persons willing to make donations, and that number is 163-063-4616, or WhatsApp Mr. Douglas De Freitas at 1784-493-9980. Nice Radio says they are anticipating a quick response and thanked everyone who would donate in advance. Little came out on top from among 7 finalists competing for the cash and store credit by completing household tasks and the skipping exercise in the fastest time. Those tasks included folding laundry that was pulled from a dryer, packing groceries into a refrigerator, making up a bed, and completing 20 jumps using a skipping rope. She completed the task in the fastest time in 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Eugene Simmons was second in a time of 3 minutes and 43 seconds, followed by Shaman Samuel in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Apart from $500 in cash, she also received a gold medal for her efforts. Simmons earned a $75 voucher from Coates, along with a silver medal, while Samuel got a $50 Coast voucher and a bronze medal. A confident Little says she was happy to be the recipients of the prizes. She thanks Coast for the extra cash, which she said came in handy. Coast Assistant Manager Angel Grant congratulated the winners and handed over the prizes. Coming up next, we take a look at the sporting highlights.